Hey guys, it's Monday here in the Philippines, so it is time for us to do our premium car unboxing. And today's episode is kind of special because it marks my 200th episode and also my first anniversary. Back last January in 2020, either the second or third week, I cannot recall, I started filming diecast videos. I started with a video on my Mr. Norm's Grand Spalding Dodge diorama. So I'm going to go ahead and mark today, January 11th, as my 1-year anniversary. And then also, as I said, this is our 200th episode. Officially, it's 201 diecast videos. But the two that I did over the weekend was like part A and part B of like one episode. So 2 segments for 1 episode. Something like that. So officially, this is our 200th episode. And today, we are going to be unboxing some mini GT cars. We got 4 of them to take a look at. A couple of new releases, or newer releases, I should say, and 1 old release and 1 that came out maybe the middle of 2020 toward the 3rd quarter of 2020. So anyways, to make it even a little more special, I brought out all of the mini GT cars that we've unboxed over the past year. All of them but the chase cars. And we've unboxed a lot of mini GT stuff. I didn't realize I had this many mini GT cars in my collection. But as you can see, we got them lined up over here next to Mr. Norm's. Everything's placed in the parking lot. And then we got this wall of mini GT cars behind us. So we've got 42 pieces here all together. Which I was really surprised when I started counting these and realized we had this many. So, anyways, we're going to add 4 more to the collection today, and along with the 4 chase pieces that I didn't bring out today, this also marks 50 mini GT cars in my collection. We do have a lot more coming. They should have been here already, actually. I've seen them hitting some hobby stores in China already, and I would say that we should be getting them this month. We should have had them last month, but it is the new Mercedes-Benz Evo 2s, the 190Es. Then you have the Bentley Continental GT3 in flat black and silver. Also, there's the new 2020 Supra with the Pandem body kit. There's supposed to be the Audi, I think it's the RS6 or R6, something like that, the wagon. That's due to come out really soon. There's a couple of other variants of the Land Rover, another color of the Vet, which is in yellow, another R32 coming up in white, the Nismo. Then you have another race variant, the BP, coming up. So there's a lot due out the next coming months. Some are a little bit behind schedule, so hopefully we'll be getting those soon and be doing the unboxings. So today, what we're taking a look at, we'll start with one of the newer pieces. This is the counterpart to the number 12 that you see sitting there in front of you. Actually, I shouldn't even say counterpart because there's like 4 of these total. And I learned like why. They have one for each year that this Kawasaki R32 was raced in the Japan Touring Car Championship Series. There was 1990, 1991, 92, and 93. The only one that has a lot of significant difference is the 91, was number 1. All the other 3 are number 12, like the one sitting there. So that's why I have the number 12 sitting in the front, so we can kind of do a little overview of both of them and see the differences. Because I know the R32 itself, like a lot of people never distinguish a year. They just say, I have an R32, or I have an R33, or I have an R34. It's not like us muscle car guys where it's like, I have a 1971, or I have a 1972. We know the exact year, and there is a distinguishing difference between each year. But with the Japanese cars, I don't think it's that way. So, anyways, you have kind of like your generation, and that's it, and then you go to the next generation. So, let's get this guy out and look at him. But as usual, we'll look at the box. This is your Mini GT affiliate company of TSM model. Then you have your title, Nissan Skyline GTR Group A number 1 1991 Japan Touring Car Championship, collector number 166. Warning with choking hazards, recommended for collectors ages 14 and older. This end cap has GTR, this end cap has Mini GT, scale 164. The bottom side or back side, whatever you'd like to call it, has the licensing for Nissan, has your TSM holographic sticker, where to find Mini GT online and on social media, Facebook and Twitter. Then you have your Nissan Skyline GTR R32 Group A number 1 Cowsonic 1991 Japan Touring Car Championship right-hand drive. And there is no left-hand drive of this, as I pointed out before in the past. Then the top of the box, you have your collector number 166. So let's get him out and look at him. And as usual, this is the way they come in these boxes, just wrapped in a plastic cellophane, and then your car slides out, and there you go, your number 1. So, very nice looking car, as you guys can see. And let me adjust my camera real quick, guys, because it's kind of in an uncomfortable position, but I wanted to get you a whole shot of everything when we first opened. So anyways, there is your Cowsonic R32. So, nicely dressed up with the co-sponsor decals and such on the side. Nicely detailed wheels. It's like a 2-piece wheel, chrome outer rim, with a white center. You can kind of see the rivets on the wheels, how it would be riveted together. Your side exit exhaust, and then if you flip it upside down, you have a very nicely detailed chassis with a separate detailed exhaust system, painted silver, so it adds some nice touch to it. The side glass is nicely detailed with the window trim and the B-pillar and such. You have your mirrors, which as usual on the Mini GTs, I'll do it up here, you can see it better, they're rubber, so they flex, so they're durable. Then, as I said, Cowsonic Nissan, then the Total, which is a gas company, thanks to, I think it's SCJ7, he enlightened me on that, because I had never seen these on the East Coast. We do not have those. At least up until 2017, we did not have any Total gas stations anywhere in Ohio, West Virginia, and things like this, so I never heard of these before. And then you have your few other co-sponsors here. Then the Total nameplate under the headlights, and this is a French gas company, but they are in the States. I did a little research on it after I was told what they were. So maybe Total is like Sunoco is to like NASCAR and racing in America. Maybe Total is that way with Japan Motorsports. Not sure on that. As I've said before, I am not a guru on the championship touring car series in Japan. But here you also have your Bridgestone decal on your front valence panel. And then nice defined wiper on the windshield. Your Nissan banner sticker in the windshield. Your diagonally placed number 1 on the roof and on the hood. Cowsonic Nissan on the hood. And even with your hood emblem there, very nicely done. Once again, all the co-sponsor and main sponsor, primary sponsors are on the side of the vehicle, very nicely done. Then on the back, you have red acrylic tail light lenses, which is very nice, and your trademark R32 look. The R32 has the side-by-side, perfectly round, same size tail lights, unlike other GTRs that are kind of like staggered tail lights, and then one is usually bigger than the other. So you have the Potenza sticker on the spoiler, Cowsonic Nissan, and then your trademark Skyline etched, or however you want to say, indented into the deck lid. Right above the bumper cover, your Impal license plate, number 1 on the bumper cover. And then, yeah, I forgot to point out, the headlights are acrylic lenses. And I think they are two-piece because the amber part is actually amber acrylic for the turn signal. So very nicely done. So bringing in the number 12 and looking at the roofs of these cars. So this is why I'm not buying the other number 12s, because I don't know much about the racing series. If I knew the heritage behind it, then possibly I would buy the other number 12s. But as you can see, there's really not a lot of difference. The banner sticker on the 93 says Calsonic, whereas on the 91 it says Nissan. Then you have this back window. The 91 says Nissan, the 93 says Potenza. Both of them have Calsonic Nissan across the rear spoiler. Then, trying not to drop these, on the back, the cars have the exact same characteristics. As I said, they do not change between the years. 91 and 93 look identical. So the only thing different here is the Potenza on the rear spoiler of the 91, whereas Potenza is in the back window of the 93. Then on the side, your co-sponsors is almost identical. The only thing is between Calsonic and the Total, they don't have the Nissan. And the Nissan is placed on the rocker panel of the 91, whereas there's a Bridgestone sponsor on the rocker panel of the 93. But the front fender sponsors are the same. And then let's turn them around and look at the front. The front ends are pretty much the same thing, even with the stickers. Total under the headlights, Bridgestone on the front valence, and such. So pretty much the same exact car. So that's why I'm not buying it. I just wanted the significantly different numbers. But having two other number 12s, to me, it's the same car. So that's why I'm not buying them. But if you're following this series, then I'm sure they are must-haves because they are beautifully detailed, and I'm sure that you know the racing heritage behind these cars. I don't, so that's why I just wanted the number 1 and number 12, because I'm an R32 fan and I like the paint job of the Calsonic. So second new release that we're looking at today is a really, really cool Liberty Walk R35. This is the silhouette kit, just like our Lamborghini silhouette here. So we will have the white silhouette Lambo Huracan and then the white silhouette R35. I've already done some pics of them together on Instagram a couple weeks ago when I first got these. So you may want to check that out too, because it looks really cool with them sitting next to each other. So this here is your Mini GT, and it doesn't have TSM model here, so this is a little different. Liberty Walk up in the corner here, LBWK in the background. Collector number 168 with a picture of the car. Bottom side, warnings with the choking hazard, recommended age 14. Liberty Walk on this end cap. Mini GT with TSM model on this end cap. Number 168 is your collector number with your LB Silhouette Works GT. And then on the back side, you have your licensing for Nissan and LB, Liberty Walk. Then you have your TSM model sticker, where to find Mini GT online and on social media, Facebook and Twitter. Then you have the LB Silhouette Works GT Nissan 35 GTRR. Kind of written a little backwards compared to how I would say it. I would have the R35 then GTR, but hey, it is what it is. So version 1, white, left-hand drive. So they do offer this in left hand and right hand. So let's get him out and get a look at him. Yeah, this is a very cool looking car. It just has very unique features with this body kit. I think this is the third style body kit offered by Mini GT from Liberty Walk. So, trying to get him out of the tray. There we go. So, looking at the top, very nice. It's got a carbon fiber hood, carbon fiber roof insert, and a carbon fiber spoiler insert. And it has those three, I guess I would call legs or pedestals for the spoiler, just like the Huracan. It just doesn't have that shark fin that I call it, like the Huracan does, attaching to the hood. So, anyways, let's spin this guy around on the side and look at him. So, still radius, like rounded on the rear, but the back is squared off with a vent. On the Lamborghini, it's kind of square all the way around with the silhouette and with a air inlet on the front side, whereas the one for the GTR does not have this. So, and then you can kind of see the radius look of the Lamborghini's front flare, and the GTR does have that too. So, pretty cool body kit. Different style wheel than what we're used to always seeing, which are your regular, like, Forgiato wheels. This is the one that was like the style wheel that was on the original one from Mini GT and is on a lot of the Liberty Walk stuff. So, this is a little bit different. Looks good, though. Same thing as the Lamborghini's wheel, actually. So they do share the same style wheel with the silhouette kit. Pretty cool. So flipping him around to look at the front. As usual, acrylic headlight lenses, nicely detailed front valence. That looks really good with it. Intercooler and the LB Performance on the front bumper cover, or the opening for the intercooler. The front valence on this I really like comparing to their regular kit on a GTR. That just looks really mean. So, something that I really dig is this kit on the front valence. Now, on the side, you don't have like a lot of writing, but some, and this phrase on the side of the door, it says, "Imagine all the people living life in peace." So maybe they have some charitable organization. Then they have CSR2 on the front fender. And then your LO or LD97, LB Performance, Liberty Walk on the quarter panel. LBWK on the side of the spoiler. And then some other co-sponsor on the quarter panel, but I cannot read it. Advan on the rear back deck lid. Then it even looks like they have another extended wing here that looks like a ducktail style wing. Red acrylic lenses as usual. Blue tailpipe tips, just like the Lamborghini with the silhouette kit. That's kind of unique that they both have these blue tips. So, I can't remember if... Yeah, this kit doesn't have any tips on it. Well, yeah, I guess it does. And I guess they're blue, too. So maybe it is all the Liberty Walk kits have these blue tips. Not sure. Never really paid attention to it, to be honest with you. Well, this one has silver. So, yeah, I'm not sure on that one. If it's just something with the silhouette, but that Taiwan exclusive... Magic Silver, actually, it's maybe in Taiwan or Vietnam, can't remember. But anyways, it has blue tips also, and it's just a regular standard Liberty Walk kit. So, anyways, that's kind of unique. Blue tips, same wheels, everything pretty much corresponds greatly with the Lamborghini kit. So, very cool piece. Really dig this kit. I have one coming in satin black too, so hopefully we'll get that soon and we can take a look at it and see how the body lines are defined with it. So, excuse me guys, so going to our two older ones now. These are in your blister packs, and one is actually the first release of the McLaren Senna. And it is they call it gray. This looks like a blue to me. But anyways, this is the Miho exclusive. But this doesn't say like US exclusive. It just Usually says that in the bottom corner here on a lot of these, but this one it doesn't. And this has some really nice card art with the rendition of the car on the front, limited to 4,800. And then, as usual, your Miho exclusives, M&J toys, and then TSM model telling you that they're proudly introducing Mini GT as their 164 series, and so forth. All of this stuff on the back is the same stuff that we see on the box. So let's get him out and get a better look at him. This is my first McLaren. Actually, I'm not a huge fan of these cars. But because of the price I got this for, they were kind of like left over at a hobby shop, so they had them on sale for I think about $7 each. So I did buy one because of the price compared to regular is usually like 10 or 12 bucks, sometimes 15 bucks depending on the release and so forth. So here is the McLaren, and it looks really nice. But first, let's do the spin around on the box. I'm not going to read everything, but I will show you some of the uniqueness. Now, the Miho exclusives, as I said, a lot of times the boxes are different. Usually they do have a black background with the picture of the car. That's about it, the black background. Now, this one has some more uniqueness to it than usual because on the back, and I'll just do a spin around where you can see this, and I love the Senna emblem because of the road, the curvy road look. But on the back of the box where you have your licensing, they actually have another picture of the car, which is kind of unique. Looks cool. I just never seen this before. So it may be on other Miho exclusives, but I never noticed it on mine. I have the Pandem kits and then the Martini GTR and such, so I never noticed it. It may be on other boxes, but this is the first time I've noticed it. So really cool that they put a picture on the back of the box too. So that's just the uniqueness with that box. Now, let's look at the car, the most important part. Now, when I first seen the car, like in advertisements and stuff, I didn't really like the wheels. I didn't think they would look that great, but once I got this in hand and started looking at it, the wheels are not bad. I usually like something with a reversed offset where they have like some kind of, I don't know, defined deepness look to them. But the ones that are flat, almost like protruding with no offset, that looks like a hubcap, I'm not much into. But these look much, much better in person. Now, the one that I do not dig so much is this Pagani. The back wheels look sweet. The front wheels look like hubcaps to me. That's my issue with the Pagani. But this one, on the other hand, doesn't look that way. Maybe it's just because there's more detail in these wheels. So they did a really nice job detailing the wheel. And one thing when I first got this car, because I've never really looked at the Senna in deep detail, I never knew like the sides of the doors were transparent, which is kind of cool. You can see through, and you can see all the other stuff down there on the table, looking through the doors from one side to the next. So, pretty cool. This grayish blue looks nice on the car. The mirrors on this one, though, are hard plastic, so be careful with yours. Do not bump them because they will probably break. Minimal detail on the back, but I don't think these cars have a lot of detail on the back. That does have the exhaust outlets there, the tri-exhaust outlet. So I'm sure they detailed it as much as like the real car is detailed. This is a very heavy casting too, like comparing it to the Lamborghinis, it's much beefier. The base, minimal detail. Just looks like a flat panel. McLaren Senna, made in China. And it does have acrylic headlight lenses and such. So nicely detailed. So let's go ahead and get our last one out, guys, and take a look at him. Same thing, not going to spend a lot of time on the box, but there you are. This is the Huracan, and this is your Tarmac and Mini GT collaboration, which seems odd to me because I don't know what Tarmac did with this car, because it is pretty much Mini GT all the way. So let's get him out and take a look at him. And this one is the one that I needed to finish having all the colors available for the Silhouette Kit Huracan. So this completes it for now. I'm sure there will be more coming soon. So, yeah, let's take a look at the box real quick, though. So you have, as usual, the box, same as usual, but it has Tarmac Works on the front. Then on this side, it does say something featuring paint by Dsyas or DSYAS. Special coatings, and then the warning labels as usual. Mini GT Tarmac on the ink cap because of their collaboration. Then on the back side, it has the licensings for Lamborghini and where to find Mini GT online and where to find Tarmac online. And this I don't think was available in left-hand drive, but it may have been. There is the LB Works Lamborghini Huracan GT Magic Green right-hand drive. So I don't remember seeing any option to get left-hand or right-hand. I think they are all right-hand drive, but I may be wrong about that. So this paint looks really cool. Before, when I was looking at it through the package, it was really hard to see how it flip-flops, but you can see the blue on top of the doors. Then it kind of turns to like a goldish color in some lighting. Really, really cool. And they even did the lips of the rims in the green, so that actually helps define these wheels much better. Looks really, really good. Same type of decals on the side as usual, and then it really highlights that Lamborghini emblem too on the front with this paint. Yeah, the paint is really cool. I do have the GTR coming, I hope. So I have it pre-ordered, but it still has not arrived, so hopefully I can get that. I think these would look really sweet sitting next to each other. Except the GTR is on a different kit. If they would have both been Silhouette kits, it would have even been sweeter. But very nice. Your acrylic tail light lenses, the blue tips as usual. So, very cool piece. So, that is it, guys, for our Mini GT Monday unboxing. Wednesday, be sure to tune back in. We will be doing the exclusive thing, like I said, your very rare or chase pieces on Wednesday. So, Wednesday we have, I don't know how rare these are, but they're harder to find, I think, in the States. It's from a company called BM Creations, and I have their Pajero, the second gen Mitsubishi Pajero Jungle Pack to unbox for you guys, and it is very nicely detailed piece, and the price is reasonable for what it is. We'll go over that on Wednesday, so make sure you tune back in to see the unboxing on that piece. And if you have not subscribed yet, please remember to do so. Please give me a thumbs up, and please share the video and tell your friends about my channel. So thank you for your support, and enjoy the beginning of your week.